Nick Suzuki and the Habs, a closer look. I want to give you guys another aspect in Nick Suzuki's road to the NHL. You might even say after this, oh, I never thought about it that way. So that's all right here. Talking Habs with me, Rick. So like and subscribe and ring that bell that notify you of all of my videos as they come out. And like I always say, who wants to miss one of my videos? I don't have a big head, not at all. Okay, so also let me know how you feel about this point that I'm about to make in the comment section below. I read them all. I do read them all. So first up, a Suzuki update at the OHL finals. The Guelph Storm won Game 4 last night, 5-4, to tie up the series. They're even, obviously, Game 4, 2-2. Suzuki had a goal and 2 assists and was the first star of the game. He also tied a Guelph Storm record with 38 points in 22 games so far in these playoffs. He tied Alex DeBrincat of the Blackhawks, who accomplished that in 2017 with the Erie Otters. Both did this in 22 games, but Suzuki, he still has 2 or 3 more, 2 at least, and maybe 3 to build on that. So he'll hold the record on his own, I'm sure. So now for Suzuki, I came across an interesting article making a case for why Nick Suzuki might start the season and maybe play the whole season in Laval. It made a good argument for that possibility, saying that it's actually a more likely scenario and beneficial to Nick's development. And the writer does make a very reasonable argument. So I thought I'd present it to you guys and see what you think. Okay, so last season, after a pretty good training camp, the Habs elected to return Suzuki to his OHL team, the Owen Sound, with instructions to work on his skating and playing at a faster pace, which is the style that Montreal currently plays, a fast, skilled game. Nick stayed positive and worked hard and played a more dominant two-way game that took nothing away from his point production, because he still produced at 1.5 points per game in the OHL last season. He was an important part of Team Canada at the World Junior Championships. I think he only had 3 points, but he was still an important part of that team. And he was traded to Guelph Storm right after the championships were over. His offensive output increased in Guelph, scoring 49 points in 29 games with the Storm. So we're currently watching him tear up the OHL, not AHL, OHL playoffs. He's leading the league with 38 points in 22 games. And because of all this, we the Suzuki fans, that's me included, and I hope you guys too, are confident he will make the jump to the NHL next season. I'm one of those fans, so I'm thinking he's going to make the jump to the NHL next season. Should our expectations be tempered, though? The answer is probably yes to that question. And I'm going to give you the reasons why. So, Suzuki's played both center and right wing this season, mostly at center, though. So, first question is, can he crack the top 3 at center of Deneau, Domi, and KK? And if the Habs bring in a Duchesne-type center and move Domi to the wing, it's even harder for Nick to crack it to crack the team at center. Second question: can Nick crack the top 3 at right wing? The answer to the first is no. I don't think he can crack. He can't crack at this team at center. Not with the centers we have now. And if we bring in an elite center, that makes it even harder. So I don't think he'll be able to do that. So he won't be a top 6 center. And quite frankly, he isn't physical enough to play bottom 6 center either. So I don't think he's going to be 3rd line center or 4th line center. For that, he needs to get bigger and stronger, which he's working on. So that leaves right wing. I don't think a player like Suzuki's built for fourth line role, so that's out. I think that's out. But as a 3rd line winger on a speedy, skilled team, he can play, and I think play well. So for me, the question becomes, is there a spot at right wing in this lineup for Nick Suzuki to start next season? And I think the answer is maybe, maybe not. So I know that's a bit vague, but I think that's the right answer. So depending on what direction Marc Bergevin is going to try to take this team, via off-season signings or trades, there really might not be a spot for Nick to play and continue to develop, and this is a key, at the right pace, and therefore a full season, or at least the first half, might be very beneficial for him in Laval, especially since Laval is run by Joel Bouchard now, and is actually starting to develop players that the Habs draft. Not like under Sylvain Lefebvre. I think it was Sylvain Lefebvre. He didn't develop like anybody. But Joel Bouchard is developing players, and it might be beneficial for him for a season there. So Bergevin and Julien have said that if the young guys can prove they belong, they will have a spot on this roster. So it's going to be up to Nick himself to show he has the right stuff or not. Have the right to stick, and be a solid contributor to this team's playoff aspirations. So it's not enough for him to just come up here and be on the team, because we don't want him sitting in the press box most games. He has to be able to play and contribute. I, for one, am hoping to see Suzuki in the Montreal lineup at some point, at least at some point next season. If not at the beginning, by the end of the season. But if he benefits from a year in the AHL, I'm going to be okay with that too, because I think this kid's going to, along with KK and Paling, are going to bring us such joy as Habs fans for years to come, and good things are worth the wait. So thanks for watching this video. That's my video. Like, subscribe, ring the bell. That'll notify you of all my videos as they come out. And, of course, we want to see my videos as they come out. That's why I put them out. So check out these two videos here I'm going to put up here. I hope you like them. And I will see you next time right here at Talking Habs with me, Rick. Have a blue, blanc, rouge day. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.